You know, birthdays are like opinions. Everyone's got one, and they're all valid. Wait, I already said that in the gimmicks video. Prime, why didn't you stop me? Now I look like a fool! Oh, that's right, he's left me to my own devices. I'm all alone. Oh well, I'll just put out a recruitment video next week. So it's just me today, everyone. Today, I'm going to be talking about the significance that birthdays play in the world of Pokemon. Today is the 28th of August, which just so happens to be Satoshi Tajiri-san's birthday. As the creator of this franchise, the day of his birth should be considered pretty significant, as without him, we wouldn't have this series that we love so much today. And really, the day of everyone's birth should be viewed with high prestige, as it marks when we are all brought into this world, marking the start of our journey through life to this exact moment in time. It's really a beautiful thing, and so I want to honor that by going over the significant instances of birthdays throughout this franchise. So we're going to begin first with the date February 27th, 1996. This date should be familiar to all of you, as this is when Pokemon Red and Green were first released and marked the birth of this franchise. Now, the celebration of Pokemon Day really only became a thing within the last 6 years, but now it's something we all look forward to every year. We can almost always expect some kind of fun announcement from the Pokemon Company, whether it be new merchandise, spin-offs, collaborations, and of course, new main series games. It's kind of wild to think that they really only started going all out with the celebration of Pokemon's birthday 20 years after the first release, but I'm just glad that we have it now. However, this does not mean that Pokemon was never celebrated on Pokemon Day in the past. No, there are definitely some really cool things in the past as well. The 10th anniversary wasn't huge, but it did mark the first celebration of the franchise. In some countries, you could get some legendaries downloaded onto your cartridges, there was a strange Purdue Chicken Nuggets promotion with a CD full of Flash games, and of course some really cool TCG products with Topps having their own set of fun cards. But I think the most insane thing definitely has to be the Pokemon 10th anniversary journey across America. It was mostly just getting downloadable Pokemon and seeing a sneak peek at the Lucario and the Mystery of Mew movie. But there was also a series of tournaments that went on to a national event in New York. The two winners of that event not only got a trip to Tokyo, but also each got a diamond-encrusted Game Boy Advance. At the moment, there doesn't appear to be any photos of what these insane handhelds looked like, but to say that it is super cool is beyond an understatement. Now for the 15th anniversary, the only notable things were just a bunch of Japanese Pokemon Center TCG products. They were really nice premium collections with unique variations of Reshiram, Zekrom, and Pikachu cards. Now of course I could go over all the stuff we got with the 20th and the 25th anniversaries, but those are pretty, recent in memory, so I don't think it's really necessary. I will say though, Pokemon has really stepped up their game once the big 2-0 came around, and I am so glad that we all can pretty much look forward to something nice on Pokemon Day every year now, and even more so every half decade. So that was a lot on Pokemon's birthday, but I think it's time we look in some other areas as well. Now there might be the occasional miscellaneous thing here or there, but I'm definitely hoping to be able to provide some sort of structure to this. So I think the best place to start would be with the main series games. I'm going to start off with Pokemon X and Y. In those games, when you enter the Pokemon Center on your birthday for the first time, it will result in a quick celebration from everyone inside. And since then, it's continued in every main series game up until Legends Arceus. But to be fair, those were way different times. No Pokemon Center, and you fell from the sky with Amnesia. I'm pretty sure these people aren't caring about your birthday. There's also the very famous Diamond Dust, which made its first appearance in Diamond and Pearl, with it appearing on January 12th, which just so happens to be Masuda-san's birthday. But this is not the only instance of Diamond Dust, as we've got Pokemon Day, Ash Ketchum's voice actor's birthday, New Year's Eve, and very strangely, September 2nd, which is Victory over Japan Day in the US. Other than that, we have instances of Diamond Dust appearing on our own birthdays in X and Y and Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, but it just seems that Diamond Dust has disappeared from the series since then. I know it was just sparkly snow, but I really do hope that it makes a return in Scarlet and Violet. So here's an interesting one. The journals found in the Pokemon Mansion on Cinnabar Island say that Mewtwo was born on February 6th, so there is an official birthday for a man-made Pokemon in the main series games. I am curious as to what the significance of that date is. Perhaps it's literally when the creators over at Game Freak actually designed Mewtwo. Let's see what else there is. We have a bunch of gift Pokemon over the years for people's birthdays. but this appears to be yet another Japan-only thing through physical Pokemon centers. And they really need to open up more of those around the world. But with that said, I think I still want to go over the ones that they've released over the years because they are pretty cool. Some starter Pokemon, the evolutions, and all the way up to the current gift Pokemon with Happiny. Okay, so I think that pretty much covers it for the main series, so let's move on to the spin-off games. Or rather, game, because there's really only one of significance to me here, and that's Pokemon Project Studio. This thing was such a big part of my childhood. It was really just an arts and crafts kind of game for young children, but I would literally just sit there for hours and make just awful amalgamations of everything it had to offer. But in particular, I really did like making birthday invitations with it. Now, I can't actually recall if I ever sent these invitations out, but the whole designing and printing process was enough to keep me satisfied. So now that we're done talking about games, how about we move into the anime? The significance of birthdays here come from the fact that the rule of becoming a trainer is that they must be at least 10 years old before getting their Pokemon trainer's license and their starter Pokemon. Now, it doesn't appear that we know many trainers' birthdays in the series, but we may have an indicator for the most important one being Ash Ketchum. Now, I do have to say may have, as it's not 100% clear, but we can make a pretty decent guess, I think. So the original head writer for the anime series was Takeshi Shudo-san, and he stated in his novelizations of the anime that Ash was born exactly 10 years, 10 months, and 10 days prior to the beginning of his journey, as one would apply for their Pokemon license in the April following their 10th birthday. Now, the first episode just so happened to air on April 1st, 1997 in Japan, so using this handy calculator, that clocks him being born on May 22nd, 1986. Oh, wait, it actually just says it on Bulbapedia, so that was a nice waste of 2 minutes of my life finding this calculator and putting in all the numbers. So anyways, if Ash actually aged up over the years, he'd be a solid 36 years old today. Now, the problem with all of this though is that in the 30th episode of Pokemon Journeys, Ash's mother says that he got Pikachu on his 10th birthday, so that would just have him being born on April 1st, 1987. Obviously, this is the most recent canon within the anime, so I think a lot of people would probably just go with April 1st being his birthday, but I'd really like to respect Shudo-san's intentions here, as he really had it planned out. So I'm going to be sticking with May 22nd being our main character's birthday. Moving on, the Pokemon Adventures manga seems to list out a lot of the main characters' birthdays, which is pretty neat. So let's see what else there is. Okay, it says here that a large part of the plot of the Pokemon Live musical was Ash missing Misty's birthday. Of all the weird things that I've heard of this particular piece of Pokemon media, this is the first that I'm hearing about that. I suppose I could watch it in full, but,
Yeah.
Who are we?
Wow.
Yeah. So other than all of that, the last thing I'll be touching on is the TCG. And with that, we've got 3 instances of the birthday Pikachu card from over the years. First, we've got the iconic Wizards of the Coast Black Star promo. It's a very cute card that gives you the opportunity to do 50 extra damage if it's your birthday. Now, of course, this card could never be used in an official tournament, but I think it's still pretty cute nonetheless. Now, it was reprinted later on in the Celebration set for the 25th anniversary, so it was pretty nice to see it once again after so many years. The second instance of the birthday Pikachu card was a Japan exclusive during the celebration of Pokemon's 10th anniversary. The stakes were a little higher with this card, as it has a no energy attack that requires your opponent to give you a card from their collection if it was your birthday. Well, hey, at least they got to choose the card that they gave you. But then the second attack on it does an additional 20 damage for every present that you received. So pretty much the rich kid gets a card from your collection, and he also gets to win the game. Nice job, capitalism. And then finally, the third version was, yet again, a Japan-only release. This time in the form of being a jumbo card, so at least it kept other players safe from the unfair set of rules in its moves. And I really think that's about it. I'm sure there could be a few more official instances of birthdays in this series, but these seem to be the most noteworthy ones. Really, the most exciting stuff seems to come from Pokemon's birthday, since we all get a nice treat on February 27th, but there are a few nice things sprinkled throughout the series. If anything, I'd really like to see more birthdays from characters in games, as well as creation dates for the artificial Pokemon. I think being able to relate more to those characters, and maybe even having a unique interaction with them on their birthdays, would really make the world feel more alive, even if it was just something simple like battling them on their birthday. And then on that latter point, knowing the date when some Pokemon were actually created is just really fascinating for the sake of how different they are from all other Pokemon that they share this world with. But I would like to know what you all think about birthdays in Pokemon. I'm curious if I did actually miss anything real significant here, so if you have anything of significance about birthdays in Pokemon, definitely let me know in the comment section below. But that's going to do it for me, everyone. Unfortunately, I can't give you all a super personable outro, as I've got to start looking for a new assistant. Sorry, slip of the old tongue there. So wish me luck, and I'll see you all next time.